Welcome back, Guardian. I just realized I'm going to run out of intros for this 3-part series, so a spark can give, life or take it. You already get it. All right, so Titan, yesterday we talked about the buff that's happening. We went over the top exotics. Today we're going to talk about the Hunter, and then finish out this series with the Warlock top exotics all throughout Arc Week. Here are some of the emotes you can expect. Let's start with the top tree first, and we'll go from there. So, top tree, Arc Strider Way of the Warrior. This path is about precision and heavy melee focused. To enhance the loop, they're letting you have more room to execute and engage with both the path to succeed and the benefits once you do succeed. If you're not familiar with that top tree, that's the one where you do the melee and you get health recovery because of that. And now that's all being buffed. Let's find out more about it. So, the combination blow. Bonus melee damage can now be stacked 3 times. Requires a melee for each stack. The buff increases melee damage by 60% per stack in PvE. That's ridiculous. 22.7 per stack in PvP or Gambit PvP. For comparison, it used to only stack 1 time and it was 50%, and now you get 40 health in addition to that, and it starts your health regeneration. And then Deadly Reach gets a 2-second buff. The buff is no longer consumed by a melee hit. That's an insane buff to happen. Wow. Now let's talk about the bottom path, Way of the Wind. If you watch the Windwalker build, it's all going to be focused around that build, so if you have that, you might really like it for this buff going on. So this path is about quick movement and thriving under pressure. They want to increase the ability to survive while at low health and enhance your elusiveness so you can be more confident when in danger. This way, you don't just get a bonus when you're injured, you have more control over what state you're in, and you can make more risk/reward choices. So bottom tree, I feel like a lot of players kind of skipped bottom and went mid and top, but with these buffs, and if you tried the Windwalker build, you'll probably like it a lot better. Let's talk about these buffs though. So Disorienting Blow, increase the disorient distance by 50%, increase the duration by a half second so they stay disoriented a little bit longer. Focus Breathing, increase the dodge recharge bonus while sprinting by 100%. It was already fast to begin with, so I can't imagine how quick you're going to get that dodge back now. Combat Meditation, increase bonus grenade and melee regeneration while you're bloody by 25%. That was already fast to begin with. And then you have Lightning Reflexes, increase damage resistance while dodging from 25 to 40% in PvP and 63% to 70% in PvE. So now that we've heard a lot about these buffs that are happening, let's go over the exotics that will best suit these buffs, and I'll explain how they're beast. Starting off with Liar's Handshake. Cross counter, using your arc melee ability or being hit by a melee attack will allow you to follow up with an extremely powerful melee counter punch that will heal you. So you could use that with the bottom path or the top path really, but bottom path I think it would kind of go a little bit better with since you're already getting healed with that top path. But if you wanted to get more with the top path and get more health, you could do that as well. So grenade or anything like that, or get hit by a melee, like I said, both of them kick ass. Next up, we have the 6 Coyote. Gain a second dodge. You could couple this with Distribution or Enhanced Bomber, and you can build around this to make this kind of a useful exotic. I included it because I think that it has some use there for Arc Week. Next up, we have Shinobu's Vow. If you watch my Shinobu's Reckoning build, you already know the recharge rate on these are great. You get dual skip grenades, they have enhanced tracking. All around, this is a great exotic. I highly recommend watching the Shinobu's Reckoning. Get those plus 15 grenade recharge fills without needing the plus 15 armor. And then Raiden Flux, one of the top exotics for all Hunter Arc classes. Doesn't really matter which one you're going to use with Raiden Flux. It just beast. You get increased duration and damage. Synapse Junctions is quite a beast exotic. Next up, we have Frost EE5. Rapid cooldown, increased grenade, melee, and dodge regeneration while sprinting. That mixed with the bottom path with the Focused Breathing perk, the increased dodge ability recharge just by running. These can go hand in hand during Arc Week. Frost EE5s might shine a little more than they used to. Stomp EE5's hydraulic boosters increase your sprint speed and your slide distance, improves high jump, strafe jump, and triple jump. It's just a universally great exotic to have. Stompies are always going to be on anybody's top list, especially anybody that mains a hunter. Stompies are just always good to have, especially with the perks that are happening. And then Lucky Raspberry, if you watched my build, the Windwalker, Lucky Raspberry was built all around that. You get your grenade back more than you think you would, but all the time if you always chain 3 with that grenade. So get the Arc Bolt grenade, pop that on, and then all of a sudden you get a ton of grenades with it. With this buff, this is going to be a shining piece as well. And finally, the Sealed Ahamikara Grasp. So, if you have a slow reloader on, you don't have to actually kill when you use the melee to get the reload. Just hit their body every time, and it puts the bullets in. Real beast with all the buffs that are happening. And other than that, Guardian, those are the top exotics throughout Arc Week. You can expect to see a ton of, or maybe you want to try out yourself. Don't forget, you can send me your clip. I will put it at the end of any one of my videos, so you can get a little spotlight for your cool kill, your cool sparrow trick, whatever you think would make good for a final segment. It doesn't really matter. Hit that subscribe button. Join my Discord. I'll send you a link if you need one. And other than that, I will catch you on the next one with the Warlock and Exotics, and see y'all next time.
In space.